Good evening. Okay, good. Thank you. I'd like to welcome all of you here tonight. Those of you who don't know who I am, I'm pastor of the church here. I'm Ed Bray. And we're celebrating the centennial of our building, the 100 years that it's been standing here. And we're going to have a series of concerts here, starting with the St. Mary's Quintet. We call them that. I think is that good enough? Yeah. Okay. So they're going to perform for us tonight, and I'm sure we're going to have a wonderful time with this. Also, to let you know, too, we have offering plates in the back, and the money that we take in tonight, if on your way out, you can put something in. That money will go for our Breaking Bread ministry. Breaking Bread on Thursday nights is a group of people who get together and feed anybody who wants to eat for free. And they fed up to 500 people, 500 meals at a time. That's 511, I think, was the max, wasn't it, somewhere? Yeah. But normally around 300, 350 or something like that every Thursday. So that will help to support that ministry, and they would like to have that money donated to that in lieu of their performance tonight. So we're glad of that, and we appreciate that. The St. Mary's Quintet is made up, you'll see in your program, made up of Craig French. You don't raise your hand while I call you out. Craig French, who happens to be the band director in St. Mary's. And I know that the rest of you have kind of connections like that too, but I don't know what those all are, but I happen to know what his is. Dan Ruckman on the trumpet. Angie French, who's somehow related to Craig, on the French horn. It's appropriate that she plays the French horn, being Angie French. And then Dale Lockoff, he's trombone, and that isn't the trombone though, what is that? This? Yeah, okay. And then David Harris on the tuba. Folks, welcome the St. Mary's Brass Quintet.
Probably don't need this, but there we go. Hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming out to see us this evening. We're so pleased that, to play for you and that you've had a chance to come and listen to some great music. The next tune we're going to play is actually going to feature our tuba player. It's from the Nutcracker, Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, but I like to call it Dance of the Tuba Plum Fairies. So I'd just like to give David a chance to introduce himself, if that would be all right.
Thank you. Yes, my name is David Harris. I am the band director, or one of the band directors at Lima City Schools. I currently work at Lima West Middle School doing 7th and 8th grade band and guitar and piano and whatever they want me to do. This is my second year with this group, and it's been an honor to be able to play along with this group and then to also play in great concerts like this.
Our next tune actually takes two Christmas carols, combines them together, Deck the Halls, you know, and in Dulci, Jubilo, which is another famous Christmas. Could you guys want to hear me sing some more? So, no, trust me, you did not come to hear me sing. That is for sure. So here is our little combination of Deck the Halls and in Dulci, Jubilo. I'd like to thank Mrs. Becky Anderson, who's become a very dear friend of mine, who graciously invited us and took care of a lot of hosting for us. And so we love her very much, and we're happy that she's going to give us a break. So here's Becky performing for you. right. Well, we're going to change styles a little bit here. It's a very heavy classical style thus far. And the next couple of tunes are very much in a jazz swing style. And this next one features a little bit of Mr. Ruckman over here, so I'd like Dan to introduce him to.
The one guy that never can find his music and needs extra time now. I'm Dan Ruckman. I'm the band director at Coldwater High School. And as I said last year when we did this Christmas performance, I'm just very glad to be performing indoors for a change after our extended football season. So thanks for being here, and we're having a great time.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. We've got another featured soloist here. Would you please welcome and enjoy Miss Ann Vogel on the organ? All right, those last two, let's see here, the last two, yes. Aloha Rose, and then the arranger of that last piece, his name is Lenny Niehaus, is a very famous jazz musician, and it's just a really different treatment of that hymn, and hopefully you picked it out, but we think it's very beautiful, so I hope you enjoyed that. The next two tunes are arranged by a man named Jack Gale, who is in band nerd world, in our world, is a very famous quintet arranger. And his arrangements are a lot of fun to play and a lot of fun to listen to. I'd like to give my wife, this is my wife, by the way, so we actually are related. She's definitely the best looking one in the group. She gives us FaceTime, so.
Yes, I am married to this guy over there. My name is Angie French. We have 3 very active children that keep us busy. And I work for the R.J. Burke Insurance Agency here in St. Mary's.
I think there was almost some applause there. Yeah. Go insurance. All right, and what is a Christmas concert without Jingle Bells? And to show that Jack Gale has a sense of humor, he chose to feature the trombone player. I did. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Dale Luckoff.
I retired umpteen million years ago from being a band director at Bath, and since then I work for Reddick Music. I'm down to 2 days a week for Reddick. Have been the adjunct professor, they call me, at Ohio Northern in low brass, mainly trombone. Teach a few classes over there as well, and it's fun to play with these guys, and I'm just having a good time.
All right, we've got one more tune for you to be joined by Mrs. Anderson at the organ. We're going to play the Alleluia chorus and a little historical note. This is a piece of music that Handel wrote out of his love for the Christmas story and the gospel story in the Bible. And the way that during the first performance, the king at the time, he stood up. He was so in awe of the music that he stood up and he listened to it. And I'm not telling you have to stand up. But a lot of times you will hear this and you will see people when the Alleluia chorus comes on, they will just automatically stand up. And there is a reason for that. It's not contrived. So I guess when the king stands up, I guess everybody else does too. I guess that's the way it works. So I would like to thank Reverend Bray for allowing us to perform today. And I'd also like to thank Mrs. Anderson for helping us out. And I'd like to thank all of you for coming. We are here playing in support of their Breaking Bread ministry, and I would ask... We've got one more for you just for fun on your way out. We'd just like to wish you a Merry Christmas.